Tonight, you are auditioning to be a lounge singer.
El Jefe.
El Jefe.
Let's do it.
Boom. All right, welcome back to the Desert Brew. I'm Rasheed.
I'm Gene.
All right, so we are here at the Community Food Bank in Palm Springs. I'm actually excited about this since you told me about it. So since you brought up the idea and you made the connection here, tell us a little bit about what we're doing today.
So today's a special episode, actually, because personally, as a resident of Palm Springs, when I drive by food lines, I make all sorts of assumptions. And when I talk to Charles Huff, the director, I actually ran into him through a friend, and he started explaining exactly what this whole program is about. And I thought, we've got to bring attention to this.
Absolutely.
We've got to go behind the scenes and let the entire Coachella Valley understand what the food banks are about and
who they serve.
And who they serve. So pay attention, volunteer.
And you might want to come down and help out, or
write a
you may
check.
know somebody that's in need as well too.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those of you who are in need as well. So
all right, let's go do it. Let's go meet up with Charles and take a little tour.
Today, we're getting active.
So before we go out and I show you the whole food bank, I wanted to talk a little about food drives. You know, we talked about Find Food Bank, we're an affiliate of, and how we get food, but we depend a lot on the community for our non-perishables, our canned goods, our rice, our beans, and people donate, and people have food drives. Over the holidays, we were absolutely blessed with a number of food drives, which is wonderful. But if we're giving out, we're doing 325 a week, imagine what the need is, right? So I just want to let people know that they can host food drives.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
I recently put together how to do that. So you can go to our website, thecentercv.org, go to the food bank, and on the food bank page, there's a button that says how to host a food drive. Click on it. It tells you everything, how to contact us, how to do a food drive. We also have it in flyer form. And if I may, our next food drive coming up is February.
Okay.
I am personally promoting a food drive for the food bank, and I'm calling it my Love Celebration History Food Drive. It's February, it's Valentine's Day, it's Black History Month, and it also happens to be my birthday.
You said I'm just gonna bundle everything together.
Bundle it together. I need food in here, so I'm doing a food drive the whole month of February.
The best birthday present anyone can give you.
Exactly.
And then you're giving back with it.
Exactly.
You're a good man, Charles.
Exactly.
You're a good man.
So, yeah, let's go see what's going on.
Let's do it. Show us around.
All right.
This is our refrigeration area.
Okay.
Refrigeration and freezer.
Okay.
Where we keep all of our stocks, you know, things that need to be refrigerated. We do get milk and refrigerated items from grocery stores and stuff. And then we have our meats and, you know, various things. And it just depends on where we're at any given week as to what's frozen and what's not.
How do you deal with that when you're packing bags then? And do you refrigerate the bags or?
No, the bags are no, because then we'd have paper bags falling apart. It creates moisture and, you know.
All right.
But what we do is everybody gets 2 bags every week. The bags go out on a conveyor for wet items, large items, and all of that. We have trays that the bags go in. So as it goes out, that tray may not only have the 2 bags, but those refrigerated items or that large item. Sometimes we have to distribute a large item separately.
Like what? Give me an example.
Watermelon. I have a perfect example. We got 2 whole pallets of watermelon today.
Wow.
So that means we'll have to set up a separate station with an additional volunteer just to distribute watermelon.
Oh, I have one for you.
Oh, you want me to pass out watermelons, Gene?
Well, I didn't mean it like that. Come on, don't put me in that position. I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Today, we're getting active.
This is our pet area.
Oh, okay.
Oh
So-
my God, you do pets?
Yes.
No.
Well, if many of our clients have pets, and if they're not eating, I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would give up
I've even come across clients who were eating.
Dog.
No. Well, I would give up my food for my pet any day. So it's nice that you supplement it with that. That's amazing.
Yeah, we get pet food. So, and that's all through donation.
Okay.
And then we break it down so we can stretch it out so that everybody gets pet food.
I love that. So I did have a question about like the timing and logistics, right? So you have the refrigerated items or whatever. You don't want this to overflow. You have some perishable items as well too. What's the frequency of like the food bank? So to keep like everything fresh, but also keep it moving as well too.
Frequency, we're weekly.
Okay. The same day every
Same
week.
day
Okay.
every week.
Which is what it's Thursday.
You got to train. You can't move the day.
Okay.
It becomes, and there's a process to that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
cars are pulling up. Like what you gonna do?
our we distribute on Thursday. Our process starts Monday.
Okay.
Monday, when we come in, it's assessing what we have. What are we going to do this week? We place our orders. We start our pickups. Well, pickups actually start on Tuesdays when we start picking up from grocery stores and other businesses.
Well, let's talk about the volunteers for a second. Because now I'm hearing volunteer, right? You need the volunteers to pick up the food. Like all these processes are just strictly volunteer.
Stuart and I are the only 2 paid employees.
There you
Everyone
go.
else you see is a volunteer.
So a volunteer can be here and not necessarily participate in handing out the food. There's a lot of things behind the scenes as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I have traffic volunteers,
Okay.
check-in volunteers who check in people as they arrive. Then there's the what I call distribution volunteers. There's a group outside who are getting those bags that are coming out on a conveyor belt into the trunks of the cars. Then there's bread and dessert volunteers who do nothing but take the bread carts and dessert and see that that gets in the trunk of the car. And I guess what I'm saying is by these extra stations, technically, they may be getting 3 bags because stuff is going in loose that won't fit in the bag.
How long does it take? Is it the whole day or like like from morning to what time?
Our scheduled distribution time is 5 to 7.
Okay.
I
morning.
will say
Or is it the afternoon?
afternoon.
Oh, 2 hours.
2 hours.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of people say, why don't you do it during the day? Many of our clients are working people.
Yeah.
They're getting
I
off
see.
from work, running here. There are some people still in their uniforms or whatever trying to get here. The bags, he's filming right now. This is the fresh produce.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Over there on that side, the bags of the dry goods, that happened Tuesday.
Oh,
So they
interesting.
do that ahead, so it's done.
Okay.
Today we're dealing with the fresh items.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm just thinking about the amount of time that it takes the volunteers to kind of sort through and organize everything. I would say that's probably like the bulk of the utilization here as well too. So what is
Yes.
So how many volunteers a week does it take to actually organize everything?
We average during the week about 40 people.
Wow. Okay.
And it's different amounts of people at different times according to the need. You know, there are not as many here, like for instance on a Wednesday that's like here on a Thursday. This is the Thursday morning crew. These are the people getting the bags ready.
Okay.
There is another whole set of people, about 25, that will show up this afternoon because we have traffic people, intake people, bread people, dessert people. That's just outside.
Wow.
Then inside, there's another crew who is getting these bags out, adding the milk, adding the cold items, and that stuff only gets pulled out of refrigeration minutes before we're about to do distribution.
Yo, the Brew Boys are here. Are you in need of volunteers?
Oh, we're always in. Well, I have people waiting right now.
Wow.
But the volunteer need is increasing because we're also increasing programming.
Okay.
We have another food program we're starting soon that'll be directed specifically towards seniors. And we're going to be introducing actual programming, meaning class type thing. We want to do some things around food to show people the kinds of ways they can cook and stretch food. Wow. We also want to do a program that around finances. Everybody who retires does not have a financial planner.
Absolutely.
And life in retirement is different than everyday work. And financial stability, period, for anybody on a low budget, how we can help them look at that differently. So there are a lot of things we're trying to do that are going to be different as far as how people view a food bank.
Absolutely.
I think that this is a big misconception in this area is we see food distribution centers, we see food banks, and we make all sorts of assumptions about who's going through them. We had a conversation earlier, and I was immediately struck by the fact that your clients are made up of all walks of life.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely.
I mean, tell some of the stories. I know, for example, there's a grandmother who, we could all have a grandmother who's food deprived.
Yeah, so your question was, who do we serve, basically?
Yeah.
We serve the retired person on a fixed income.
Okay.
We serve people who are going to work every day, who are still trying to make ends meet because the price of things have escalated to the point where it's not even anymore. It's unbalanced. So people need that extra help. And we do not discriminate as to who we serve.
Okay.
We are the community food bank at the center being the LGBTQ center of the desert. So a lot of people.
But it's not just made up of LGBTQ. It's all walks of life.
Right.
Okay.
But a lot of people assume we're only serving LGBTQ
well, that was
people.
my question.
No, we serve everyone. If you are in need of food, we serve you.
Right.
Period. We don't judge. We don't discriminate.
Leave it to the gays not to judge or discriminate.
So
we feed everybody.
For further
and a black one too.
Exactly. So to further really just clarify that, it's not just because whenever somebody hears the word food bank, they think to themselves, okay, this is a person that is housing challenged or someone that is not, I guess, in a lower downtrodden position in life, but that's not necessarily what it is. You're here to supplement, not necessarily to replace that.
Right.
As well.
We have those categories. Do we have homeless clients? Yes. They are not the dominant population we serve.
Who is? Again, we talked previously to this, and you.
Well, I'll say this:
give us
the lion's share of our clients are in the senior category.
Okay, give us some stories. I want to hear some stories.
Okay, here's a good example. I recently signed up a client. She's 70, but we ended up signing 3 because while talking to her, I found out she is getting food and taking it to 2 90-year-olds seeing that they're taken care of.
I love that. I mean,
that's
I hate that she's doing
the
it,
kind
but
of stories we get.
Okay.
Then there's the, I had a client signed up a few months ago, a lady in the East Valley. She's in the Palm Desert area.
Okay.
And she came in, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I initially thought she was coming to donate. And she says, oh, I wanted to sign up for the food bank. And I gave her the paperwork, and she's filling it out, and she kept her head down. She handed me the paperwork, and it was something about her countenance. I just said to her, are you okay? I felt like something was off. And she said to me, I'm fine. Her head was hanging basically in shame. And she looked at me and she said, I just never thought this would be me. This woman is working every day, trying to keep it together. She's ended up in a hotel where she's living and paying every week, and she needed this to help get her through and blah, blah, blah. You never know where people are.
Yeah.
We don't judge why you're here. We just want to help you get to the next level.
Yeah.
Today, we're getting active.
All right, after a long day here at the community food bank, well, I just got back. So did you, G.
I was working wasn't with Charles. I was working all day. Hard. Listen, seriously, we want to thank you for the invite, allowing our cameras in here, be able to experience this all the way from the beginning to the end.
Absolutely.
I want to ask you, on the way out.
Oh, wait, before you do that,
Yeah.
shout out to the morning crew. You guys did an amazing setting
shout
up
out
for
to
the
the morning
afternoon
crew.
crew as well, too. So we see the prep that you guys do in the morning, and then how that helps the volunteers in the evening take care of everybody else as well.
Yep, absolutely. On the way out, tell the audience what you need, because I hope by the end of the show what you realized is this is a food bank distribution for everybody in the community. This could be our grandmother, our friend, our partners, all walks of life.
Anybody that just needs help.
Exactly. What do you need? Tell them what you need.
Well, we need your love and support through food donations and monetary donations, to be honest. That's what we need. And if you're into volunteering, find us. Our website is thecentercv.org. That's where you can find how to volunteer. You can find how to have a food drive. And all of that about our food bank is right there. And if you want to donate, on the website under the food bank is a list of food items that we need. And if you're not a shopper, you don't want to go to the store, we have a link. You can click on to Amazon to have a list of groceries right there. Our address is built in. Select what you want us to have, purchase it, and it'll ship right to us.
All right,
Perfect.
Charles in charge. I couldn't resist that one. Charles is in charge.
I've heard that a few years.
And
Thank you, Charles. You
Thank you.
doing amazing work, you and your team here.
Amazing work, my friend. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here and taking us out.
Thanks for having us.
I would just encourage anyone to provide either donations, financial, food donations. We also have an amazing group of volunteers here that show up just like I do, week in and week out during the 115-degree heat. and during some of the rain and cooler weather in the winter. But there's a camaraderie, and there's also a sense of purpose, and we really know that we are having a direct impact every week.
Means we'll have to set up a separate station with an additional volunteer just to distribute watermelons.
Oh, I have one for you.
Oh, you want me to pass out watermelons, Gene?
Well, I didn't mean it like that. Come on, don't put me in that position. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Gotta watch this one, Charles. Gotta watch this one.
Really?
So, okay, with
Yeah,
that
don't
being
ask us
said,
to price that work.
Oh my God.
do you want me to,
wait,
do you want me to be your watermelon boy?
You are stereotyping me, stereotyping you.
No,
This is your fault.
we're just making fun of you.
All right,
that's
all right, all right.
So, with
In
that,
another week, we have full license.
exactly.